Morning, all. All right, so just the one game tonight in the NHL, of course, because the Western Conference Final, well, this could be the end. It might be a precursor for Game 6. So Dallas looking to ward off elimination for the third straight game. I'm wearing this Dallas jersey for this preview for the third straight game for no apparent reason other than little stitches. Anyways, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, the game will go in Dallas. For Vegas, of course, a very good road team throughout the regular season and playoffs. And so we'll see how they bounce back tonight. They do lead this series 3-2. The pressure, it feels like, has shifted to Vegas. However, Dallas is at home. That does provide some pressure as well. And so we'll see how it goes. Will Carrier has a goal and an assist. I feel like Carrier might be due for a big goal. Maybe he gets one tonight. Aiden Hill, 932 save percentage, has been strong throughout these playoffs. I can't see the last game as a reason to go to Jonathan Quick necessarily. On the Dallas side, Delandria, 3 goals for him, no assists. Those 3 goals, of course, 2 of them in their last game. I could use another one from him tonight. Ottinger is back up to a 901 save percentage, so he's above 900. He was at 895 2 games ago, so it is getting better, and they need a really strong game from him tonight. Jamie Benn, of course, returns. This is the big one. This is the storyline for tonight. Pete DeBoer saying that, he plays tough and he plays physical and he crossed the line, but he doesn't cross the line that often, and he's a pretty clean player. I'm going to say this, him being back in the lineup, we'll see what it does to the rest of the lineup. Dallas had their best 2 games when he wasn't there, and so if he comes back and Dallas falls apart tonight, there will definitely be questions asked in regards to what the future is going to look like. Dallas is not far from potentially being a Stanley Cup champion, and as I've said before, that could be the toughest position to be in when your team is really, really close, but not quite a champ. So if they lose tonight against Vegas, they'll have to figure out in the offseason where things went wrong here. All right, getting into news of the day. Milan Lucic, who won gold with Team Canada, and actually called Team Canada and basically said, is there space for me? And they said, sure. He had 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament, so not bad. And he's going to think over his future after this gold medal win. Now, reading this, there was one source I read this through that made it sound like maybe he's considering whether or not he's going to keep playing. But I found another source that also showed him saying he does want to keep playing in the National Hockey League. He feels healthy. The decision really is whether or not he's going to return to Calgary. Probably a decision on what kind of contract he's looking for and where. I'm predicting it'll be a 1-year deal. I'm thinking it'll be with a team he feels like has a chance to win a Stanley Cup so he can get his second cup ring. And so we'll see what happens. Does he end up in Tampa? Lucic can still play. Obviously, his cap hit on that contract that just finished was way too high, but he can still play in the NHL. He can still give you a good, solid third, fourth line shift every night. And so I do think there'll be teams that are offering him contracts once we get to July 1st. In the event that he doesn't just sign an extension in Calgary, which I haven't seen any Flames fans saying, oh yeah, Lucic has to go. So I think if they bring him back for another year, I don't think there'll be any argument from people. Today at the Memorial Cup, it is Seattle against Quebec. That's at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. It's in Kamloops, of course. And this could very well be the 2 best teams in this tournament, the Thunderbirds and the Remparts. So this may very well be the best game of the tournament, other than whenever the final. The finals, I think, on July 4th. The final will probably be the best game, but sometimes it's in the round robin. So we'll see how that one goes tonight. In the AHL, we have 2 games tonight. We have Coachella Valley at Milwaukee. Milwaukee is down 2-0, but they're home for the next 3. So Milwaukee has a chance to bounce back. And at the very least, they're hoping to go to Coachella Valley for Game 6. But for Coachella Valley, if they can win tonight, that really helps them out quite a bit. And Hershey, who are up 2-1, are at Rochester for Game 4 tonight. They won in Rochester on Saturday. So, yeah, both road teams looking to get a stranglehold on their series tonight. And Coachella Valley and Hershey, that's quite the distance to travel. So we'll see if that ends up being the final in the American Hockey League for the Calder Cup. So coming out of the World Championships as well, Cutter Gauthier has become quite the topic of conversation. He played quite well for Team USA. He was drafted last year number 5 overall by the Philadelphia Flyers. And Alex Tuck, who played with him, says he's going to end up having one of the most lethal shots in the NHL. one of the best shots in the league. So, yeah, he made his teammates for Team USA believe in him. And so while Team USA might be, not that happy with how the tournament ended up for them, Cutter Gauthier definitely turning some heads. He believes that he'll be in the NHL in the fall. Most players will say that, though. I don't know of very many times where a player has been asked, do you think, you could play for an NHL team right now, where their answer hasn't been yes. But at any rate, Gauthier will likely be given a very good look by the Philadelphia Flyers. And if he does, in fact, turn out to be as good as people seem to think he will be, that could help Philadelphia out quite a bit. They really could use that kind of shot, that kind of player, and so we'll see. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video, and who do you think wins tonight? Is Dallas going to continue this improbable comeback, or will Vegas make their clock strike 12 and their season come to an end tonight? Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for helping this channel to grow to over 281,000 subscribers now, which is insane. But thank you guys so much along the way. I will talk to you again soon.